For you. Hi,
We're ready.
Oh.
Well, hi, Mindy Thomas and Guy Raz. Thank you for being here in Dallas, Texas on the Velder Beebe Show. How are you guys?
We're great. Great.
Well, I'm so impressed with you guys. We're going to get started. I want my audience to know we're talking to the authors of Wow in the World series, but their new book is Wow in Space, a galactic guide to the universe and beyond. They're in the studio to talk about this phenomenal product that they have available for your children. Mindy and Guy, I heard you guys are the best thing since ice cream for kids.
Oh, well, I'll take that. I think we're maybe the best thing since astronaut ice cream for kids.
Yes.
Okay, we'll go there. Well, I know you guys from your previous book about the body and a couple of other books that you've done, but now you've got this heartbeat book to space. I'm going to start with you, Mindy. Why space and why so successful? Because this book is flying off the shelf.
Yeah, so we have a podcast called Wow in the World. And on that podcast, we talk about some of the biggest things that are happening in the world of science. We cover real peer-reviewed journal discoveries, and we bring them to kids in a fun narrative way. And some of the podcast episodes that are the most popular are the ones that have to do with space. So we covered the human body with the How and Wow of the human body, animals with Wow in the Wild, and now we are going out of this world, heading to space with Wow in Space.
Guy, space is really, I don't know, something that kids aspire to. You know, they want to be an astronaut and things like that. Have you guys really tapped into something with the Wow in Space book?
You know, space is so inspiring because it's limitless, right? There's so much we have yet to discover about space. I mean, lots that we know, but so much more to discover. And every day we're seeing new images and getting more data coming in from the James Webb Telescope, which is our latest space telescope. So we're learning even more. And I think that it captures this idea, it captures the imagination, you know, with kids. I mean, for example, every night we can go outside and look up at the stars. And we're seeing the past in real time because by the time that light reaches us, it already left its source, 4, 5, 1,000 years ago. And so there's something about space that I think we all connect with because it's this endless, limitless, possible place. And that's really one of the things we wanted to do with the book was to get kids even more inspired, more engaged around this incredible thing that is out there.
Well, Mindy, you guys are just perfect with your book for Christmas. It can be a great stocking stuffer. What gave you guys the background, if I could ask, to do space this time?
Yeah, well, I would say, as I have a long career in kids and children's media, Guy Raz has a long career in journalism. And I think what we do best is we communicate things to kids. So we are science communicators. We are good at taking really dense information and breaking it down in a way that kids can understand, but also engage them with it. And in a way that doesn't necessarily feel like school, which is really what we want to do. We want learning to not feel like homework and to be something that is fun and applicable to their real lives. We want kids to read a book like this or listen to our podcast and feel like they have some agency in the world and they can go share what they've learned with other people. And that's how we all kind of learn.
I want my audience to know today, Mindy Thomas and Guy Raz, I'm talking to them about their book, which is in the series, Wow in the World, Wow in Space. Guy, I'm going to wrap up with you. What can parents expect to glean from Wow in Space for their kids when they read it? And what ages are you focused on?
Well, Velder, this book is for kids anywhere from 5 all the way up to 12, even 13, 14. I mean, we talk about real science, real hard science, black holes and supernovas and about the gases and chemical elements that make up our universe. But we also talk about fun and funny things like the gases that we humans pass in space and the pranks that happen in space. So it's really designed with real science in the book, in real research-backed science, but it's also designed to delight and surprise and make kids laugh. And that's really what we want to do with science.
Well, I heard you two are delighting people with your podcast and information. I love books that have a purpose, and what you guys do on your podcast, I was told, and your books, it really has a purpose. Where can my audience get your Wow in Space, and how do they hear your podcast, or where do they hear it?
Well, a hub for all of this would be Tinkercast.com. That is our kids' media company that all of this comes from. But you can find our podcast on Wondery Plus Kids, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts, and the book, of course, wherever books are sold.
Well, I want to thank you guys for doing the book at such a great time called Christmas, because parents are always looking for great books this time of year. So I hope you guys pick up a copy of Wow in Space. It's a beautifully presented book by two very, very, entertaining people. I want to thank you guys for being my guest today on the Valder Beebe Show. And good luck on your book.
Thank you, Valder.
All right, we are clear now.
Hosted the Valder Beebe Show. We have over 1,000 videos on ValderBeebeShow.com and YouTube.com/ValderBeebeShow. We upload new videos daily. Our site is a modern baby boomer platform with news and information important to boomers. Subscribe to YouTube.com/ValderBeebeShow and stay connected as I interview the world's most fascinating people.